All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are listening or, watching this video. How we doing today? So I'm in charge of going over writing equations of lines. Okay. Obviously, since you're in this folder, here's some formulas that you're going to need. Remember to find your slope. Slope is we abbreviate as m. Is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Here's our slope intercept form in the top right, or point slope form. If I'm given a point and a slope intercept form, if I have my slope here, then this is my b is our y-intercept. Intercept. Slope, intercept, point, slope, and a point. So I'm going to show you how to use each of these. For these first couple, for the first two, we're going to be given a point and the slope, and the next two, we're going to be given 2 points. Okay, so we're going to write an equation of a line that passes through the given point, 3, -1, and the slope of -4. Step 1 is find our slope, but we know what our slope is. M equals -4. All right, write it in point slope form. So here's point slope form. Okay, I'm going to call this x1, y1. I'm going to rewrite that point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so I know that, holy buckets, I could use some some more space here, huh? All right, so I got y minus -1 equals m, which is -4, times x minus 3. Now, obviously, and I'll close that, if I'm subtracting -1 here, this becomes one big plus sign. So I have y plus 1 actually equals -4 times x minus 3. So this is our point slope form here. Okay? But the question asks us to write it in slope intercept form. So how do I write it in slope intercept form? Well, it says in parentheses here for us, I want to solve for y. So I'm going to rewrite this equation again, just so I have some space to work with. Okay, so solve for y. Well, the first thing I need to do, if I have a number attached to parentheses like this, I want to distribute that -4 through to get -4x plus 12. And nothing changed on the left, so it's just y plus 1. Now I'll solve for y, get y by itself. I got this plus 1 here, which means I have to subtract it. All right, so I have y equals -4x plus 11. And this is in slope-intercept form. What's our slope? -4. What's our intercept? 11, or 0, 11. All right, let's try the next one. Here we go. Again, given a point and a slope. I'm going to label my point x1, y1. Slope is m. Find the slope. Got it. What a nice person to have the slope given for you. I'm going to write down point slope form again, just because I heard math and stuff. So now I got y minus y1, so -4 equals m, so -1 half. This is a y, by the way, not a, there you go. -1 half x minus -2 minus -2. Remember, two negatives create one big plus sign. So we were in point slope form. Now it asks us to solve for y. All right, so let's distribute that -1 half to get y minus 4 equals -1 half x. And then if I do 2 times -1 half, or it's 2 over 1 technically, right? I can think about this as being over 1. Any number, like this is 4 over 1 technically. All right, I'm going to multiply the -1 times 2 to get -2. 2 times 1, so I got, it's basically 2 divided by -2, which is what? Oh, -1. 2 divided by -2. Add 4 to both sides. I get y equals -1 half x plus 3. Slope intercept form. How about it? Slope is -1 half. Intercept is 0.3. Neighbors are outside, so they're listening to me teach math. I'm lucky for them. All right. All right. So now we are given 2 points. We're no longer given our slope. Hold on. I got to pause this. I got a phone call. Just kidding. I had to get some laundry. All right. So no one's calling me. Let's be real. So here we go. Let's label our points. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. How do I find the slope? How do I find my slope? Well, M equals Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So M equals Y2 is negative 16 minus Y1, which is 12. X2, 9 minus 16. Now I have a question, and I'm going to be the one to answer it since I'm sitting here talking to myself. Does it matter which one I call Y1 and X1? Well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. I could call this X2, Y2, as long as I call this one X1 and Y1. What I cannot do, and this is a common mistake that a lot of you make, or a lot of people make, a lot of students make this. Ready? Don't do this. X1, X2, Y1, Y2. Okay, remember that every single point is X comma Y. All right, every single point is X comma Y. Negative, sorry, hold on, like someone's at my door. Anyway, negative 16 minus 12, apologize, negative 28. 9 minus 16, negative 7, to give me a slope of 4. So write in point slope form. Well, here's x1 and y1, so let's go. Y minus y1, which is 12, equals m, which is 4, times x minus x1, which is 16. Now, obviously, 4 times 16 is going to give us a big number, but that's okay. So let's solve it. Distribute the 4. Remember, this is point slope form right here. If I was asking for point slope form, I would say leave it. Leave it here. All right. Now to solve holy buckets, there we go. Now to put in slope intercept form, I'm going to solve for y. Whoops, slow down. There we go. Distribute my 4 to get 4x minus 64 equals y minus 12. Add 12. Add 12. Y equals 4x minus 52. That's a big y-intercept, negative 52, but we got a battle. We'll be all right. Remember, if your problem asks you to write it in point slope form, then I would just leave it here, okay? All right. If it asks you for slope-intercept form, obviously you have to do this work, okay? Just pay attention to what the question asks of you. Here we go. X1, there it is, X1, oh, buckets. Stay consistent, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Find the slope. M equals Y2, 12, minus Y1, 10, over 15. X2 minus X1, which is 5. 12 minus 10 is 2. 15 minus 5 is 10, which reduces to 1/5. Write in point slope form. Y minus Y1, which is 10, equals m, which is 1/5, times x minus x1, which is 5. Boom. That's point slope form. Stop there if it asks you for point slope form. But if it asks you for slope intercept form, whoa. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this. Y minus 10 equals 1/5 times x minus 5. Here we go. Let's solve for y. Y minus 10 equals 1/5 x. So negative 5 times 1/5, or negative 5 divided by 5, is just going to be negative 1. Add 10. Add 10. Y equals 1/5 x distance. Slope is 1/5. Y-intercept is 0,9. All right, that's it for writing equations of lines. You'll have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the practice problems. Enjoy math. Enjoy life. Adios.